make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champion, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Hankerson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown LSU!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some a collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space, it's Savage. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Scanning the field is Hankerson. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he tried to nestle that ball in along the sideline.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, that was real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Here comes the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll go to the ground. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Texas A&M going up tempo. They go to the ground. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Power football with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Keeps it going. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Back to throw, it's Hankerson. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for space, it's Westbrook. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. On target to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, If you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes his shot. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Rush is on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Hankerson. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Northwestern. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Savage. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going quickly. He'll run it again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throws to the wide out. Got his man.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Slips away. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Hankerson. Going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He wants it all. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Northwestern. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, and he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Now on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. And he'll be brought down.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It'll be a draw. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back.
He's loose on the right. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. On 1st down. Got his man. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Northwestern. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the ground, it's Berry. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Texas A&M going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Hankerson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Watch over.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible.